talk about your emotions today, starting with hearing that the Chargers drafted you, and when they did you think something was in the works and you would not be there?
That's what we were hoping. We were hoping something would happen, a trade would happen, hopefully that day or today or down the road. But again, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know. I know that the Chargers and the Giants have been talking, but I thought things didn't get settled out, so that's why the Chargers came and drafted me. But it's kind of been up and down, and then I was just kind of walking down between interviews, walking around, and a little kid ran the room and said I'd been traded to the Giants, and that's how I found out. And I thought he might be joking with me at the time or playing a trick, but they confirmed it. So I was excited to hear that.
Is this the best case scenario for you here?
I hope so. I think it's a team that I'd met with, I'd talked with. I like the organization, so I think it'll be a good place, and I think things will work out here.
Was this? I mean, did you state a preference before this, or did it really not matter? It was just a matter of not being in Chargers. Did you just say you wanted to come in?
No, we never said we wanted to come to a specific team. And obviously, rumors had spread earlier throughout the weeks before the draft. The Chargers and Giants have been talking. I think that's how that got spread in the first place. So we never expressed we wanted to go to a certain team.
You're presumably replacing a guy who won a team to a Super Bowl, was popular in the locker room. Are you worried at all about the reaction of the new teammates or any lingering resentment over the fact that you're probably pushing Kerry Collins up?
Well, obviously, I think Kerry Collins he's a starting quarterback right now. He's been successful. He's had a great career, and he's obviously proved himself as a talented NFL quarterback. So I think it's my job is I'm going to come in and I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to do whatever the coaches feel is necessary and best for the team. Whatever they want me to do, I'll be willing to do it. But I'm going to work hard and I'm going to be dedicated to trying to get better and practice hard and do everything acting as if I am the starter, whether I am or not, because it'll just make me better down the road.
You watched your father and your brother come into the league and have success almost immediately. Have they talked to you about what steps it requires to have that take place?
Well, obviously I've seen how hard Peyton prepared and how how much work and dedication he puts into football to be a successful quarterback. So I'll know what it takes. And obviously from watching his first year where his team struggled, but he stuck with it. He kept getting better, and they went 3-13. Then next year turned things around, and going 13-3. So you gotta keep working hard, keep trying to get better, and learn from all the mistakes and learn from every experience you get in your first year.
Eli, is it hard for you to come to terms with the fact that you essentially dictated which the team you weren't going to play for in the draft?
Obviously it's not the ideal situation. We didn't want all that information to get released, but it did. We were prepared for it. It's a decision we felt very strongly about, and that's why we made that decision and told the Chargers what we did. But obviously I didn't dictate. I didn't know I'd be here. I just I didn't know where I'd go. The Chargers had a lot of options to do. So I'm very glad to be a New York Giant now, though.
You're from the South. What do you think it's going to be like being in the Northeast?
Obviously, that's an adjustment. My main concern is playing football, and obviously it's a great city to play football, great fans, and a great organization. So, that's something that I think that won't be a problem at all.
Eli, what do you think your top asset is that you're bringing to the Giants, and also what kind of pressure do you feel basically the Giants gave up so much to bring you?
I think an asset. I love the game of football. I'm very passionate about it. I work hard and dedicated to getting better, to watching film, and can try to consider myself a smart football player. And obviously, with dealing with pressure, that's something I've been used to. I've been under the limelight, under pressure a lot, following up in Peyton and my dad's footsteps through everything. So I'm gonna work hard and do everything I can do, and I don't worry about pressure. It's something I try not to think about.
You had a tough day of being booed a lot in Madison Square Garden, but then what was the reaction like when the trade was announced and you came out with a Giants hat? How did that make you feel?
Honestly, when I walked out there at first, I got a lot of boos, but after the trade and everything, there was still some boos. There's still a lot of Jets fans in there, I think. So, but I had a lot more cheers and a lot more claps and whistles and whatnot from Giants fans who were there.
Eli, you talk about playing under pressure, playing for the New York Giants in New York City now, and so far it's going around. And New York is a tough time What are your expectations of playing in New York City? Do you think you can live up to many people's expectations of that?
Well, again, as I said earlier, I've been under the limelight and under expectations all my life from going to the same college where my dad went to and was thought as a hero, then playing in the SEC where Peyton played before me. And, a lot of people expected me to do the same things he did even before I, stepped foot at Ole Miss. So that's something where all you can do is go out there and prepare yourself and work hard and be totally dedicated to, becoming the best player you can do and doing whatever you have to do to put your team in a situation to win. So if I do that and I feel that I've done everything that I could do, then that's all I can expect out of myself.
How much do you know about the Giants as far as personnel?
Well, obviously I know a lot about their offense. They have a lot of talented offensive players with Armani Toomer and Ike Hilliard and Tiki Barber and Shockey, of course. So they got skilled players, and they've not far away from when they went to the Super Bowl a few years ago. So they got obviously they got players, and just got to turn it around.
Were you aware of the problems they had with the offensive line?
Yeah, I've heard about that, about having problems with that. But again, I know it's an organization that'll do anything they can to fix things and to put their team in a situation to win.
Do you find it somewhat incredible that two brothers and a father from the same family could be #1 draft picks as quarterbacks in the NFL?
Well, obviously my brother and I have been #1. My dad was #2. But it's such an honor just to be the first pick selected. It's it's a tremendous feeling to have, especially when your brother was one 6 years ago. So I know that's it's pretty rare and doesn't happen every day. So I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm very privileged to be in the same category as my brother, as long as so many great #1 picks in the past.
Eli, what's the John Hufnagel connection? I know that he coached your brother in terms of, I don't know whether that makes this even more attractive for you.
Well, I've met Coach Hufnagel before, and he was with Indianapolis when Peyton was there for a brief period, and I think he's a good coach. He knows what he's doing. So I don't know if there's any benefit of having him with Peyton, but hopefully we'll have a good relationship and everything will go smoothly.
Do you think you can play right away?
I think so. I'm gonna prepare myself to play right away, and I'm gonna work hard to get the playbook as soon as possible and learn the offense and try to get my timing with all the receivers and personnel, and try to earn some respect from the other players on the team. So I'm gonna prepare myself as if I'm gonna play right away. If it doesn't happen, I'll only just make myself better and prepare for the future.
Eli, what parts of Peyton's game have you taken, and how are you different from Peyton?
Well, I think Peyton, we're pretty similar quarterbacks. We're pocket quarterbacks. We're not going to scramble around too much. We try to, be very knowledgeable about the game, know your offense, know good plays, study defenses, and try to be as prepared as possible and know what to do with the ball when you're pocket. Don't like to hold it real long. Try to, know what you're doing. Get it to the guys, get it to the athletes' hands, get it to the receivers and running backs, and let them, make plays.
You're going to have your own set of coaches here with the Giants, but how much will your father and brother, what kind of a role will they play in becoming the quarterback that you will become?
My father stays out of, my football. He stays out of the coach's way. He says, I don't talk football really that much with my father. I've talked it with Peyton in the past just because we ran the exact same offense in college at Ole Miss that he ran at Tennessee. So, we talked at the beginning of my career kind of, we didn't talk X's and O's that much. He didn't give me, you need to do this, or you need to do that. So we just we talked football. So, now it's all up to me how dedicated I'm going to be, how hard I'm going to study the playbook and get a feel and watch film and just learn as much football as possible.
Eli, during the offseason, whether it was the pro day or any workouts, what was your contact with the Giants? What were your impressions of Coach Coughlin and anyone else you met in the organization?
Well, at the Combine, I met with the Giants and Coach Coughlin and the rest of the coaches and talked to him for just that brief, 15 minutes. And then a bunch of the coaches came to New Orleans for my pro day, my workout, and watched that. So, again, I didn't really get to meet with them a whole lot. So, obviously, I'll try to spend as much time now as try to get familiar with all the coaches and learn what they want, from me.
Eli,
Do you feel that a rookie quarterback, no matter how good, has to struggle?
I think it is a hard thing to jump into and be successful right away. There's just so much speed difference between college and the NFL. The defense is more complex. The offense is more complex. You have to do more at the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden, you're with the best players. You're the best of the best. Guys who are so athletic and so talented and fast, where everything speeds up. So obviously, you're gonna make mistakes. That's just it's just part of the deal. You're gonna throw interceptions and have some bad plays, but you just got to learn from that and try not to do them again.
What's your gonna be like someday when you compete against your brother? What's the competition like?
Well, obviously it'll be a unique experience. I've never played against Peyton in anything before besides one-on-one basketball in the backyard. So it'll be something I always remember, but it's gonna be different. I've always rooted for Peyton and wanted to throw touchdowns and do that. So now I'll be on the sideline, the other side, trying to pump up the defense to sack them and kind of give them a cheap shot or something. So it'll be a new experience, but something I always remember.
Hey Giants fans, Saquon Barkley here. You want to see more videos? Subscribe below.